Hello StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is going to be between KiFirE and Vampyworm on Ruins of Seras. This is our weekly PvP in conjunction with our weekly TVT and weekly ZVZ that I cast for you guys. And let's get right on into it. In the bottom left side of Ruins of Seras, we have the red Protoss player. It is KiFirE. Cast a few games of his in the past. A pretty solid Protoss player, I'd say about Masters GM level. And in the top left of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Team Ascension's Vampyworm. He is a caster and a player for Team Ascension. Really nice dude. Might get him to co-cast a game with me here sometime eventually. If we can get our schedules worked out, it will probably occur. Alright, so PvP on Ruins of Seras. Will it be Disruptor Tennis? I know some of you guys love that so much. Love watching those Purification Nova balls going back and forth and back and forth, and players going, and just throwing those things as hard as they can and hitting them with rackets, because there's rackets in StarCraft too. Anyway, KiFirE is actually scouting. I always appreciate scouts. Oh, Vampyworm is too, and they're going to meet right here. And one day they'll get married and be like, do you remember when we first met, love? Yes, we pass each other scouting the other base, and I said, that is a handsome probe. And from there, it was history. Alright, either way, both players are scouting out, but it looks like nothing too crazy going on from anybody. Nobody went Nexus first or anything like that. It is a double gateway play for both of these dudes, though. So double gateway on the way. Double assimilator here for KiFirE. Single assimilator for Vampyworm. He might be actually expanding a little bit quicker than KiFirE is planning on doing. Full probe scout though, sees everything that is going on, sees the timing on that cybernetics core. Where's the cyber core? There it is. Vampyworm cyber's coming up and his assimilator there. So a little bit different here. His gas is later, but I think his cyber core is a little bit earlier as compared to KiFirE's. APM for these guys is around 300 for Vampyworm. KiFirE is playing around 162. So man, Vampyworm's been working on that. His APM is not usually this high, but so far it is. Probe versus probe action here. KiFirE blocking off the expansion for Vampy. So annoying. So darn annoying. Somebody come kill that thing. Immediate chrono boost of stalkers coming to destroy the evil, annoying probe inside the base. Can the probe escape with its life? Actually, he just allows the Nexus to come up, no problem. No, go block it. KiFirE. Ah, you're too late. You're too late, KiFirE. Is he throwing down some pylons? Or why are you still here? I guess level 2 scouting on the way. Oh my gosh, there are stalkers coming out though. Look out. Look out. What the? Throwing down the pylons. Run, probe, run. Can it make it? No! The probe is destroyed. The future with the blue probe is now in question. Okay, it's completely gone because obviously bad times. You know what this is? This is a Mothership Core Photon Overcharge Rush. Attempted by KiFirE. Is it going to work? I don't know. Mothership Core of Vampyworm's own is on the way. There's the Photon Overcharge. It's going after workers. Doesn't even care about those stalkers at all. What is happening? What is happening? So many dead probes getting out of the way, holding the line. And now it is pylon versus pylon. Who's going to win? Stalkers assist. And KiFirE's pylon ends up dead. Almost takes down the Mothership Core too. Run, Mothership Core, run. And it does. Out of the range of those stalkers, but yikes, that was dangerous. Are there more? Wait, what's happening? Adepts! Adepts show up too to kill even more workers. KiFirE is a madman. He's being so aggressive here. I like aggressive PvP. This is kind of fun. Alright, so eventually they do get taken down by the Mothership Core and the stalkers, but that is a lot of dead probes. 11 probes have been killed. 11! Vampyworm is down to 14. Does have his second Nexus, which is super useful. KiFirE's is not even 50% complete, but it is 23 to 15 total harvesters. Just not a good feeling. Not a good feeling if you're Vampyworm at all. Can he make a comeback, though? If you believe in Vampyworm, clap your hands, and he will hear you in the past. And have the strength needed to make a comeback in this game. Heading out with the stalkers, because you know what, at this point, why not? Might as well try to do some pressure with those stalkers. KiFirE can't have too much if he invested that much into early adepts and early photon overcharge rushing. Crazy, crazy talk from KiFirE, but hey, can't argue with the results. It actually kind of worked out so far. Stalkers, do they want to get a pylon? No. Can they cancel? They probably can't cancel that Nexus, especially with these stalkers showing up from KiFirE. Run! Run for your lives. Photon overcharge not a factor here. It is 50 though, right? Yep. It is 50 stalkers on the way for KiFirE. He is making this thing work. Vampyworm going for actually a Stargate. Stargate on the way for Vampy. KiFirE getting a Twilight Council and immediately going into Immortal production. Ah, Immortals are so good in PvP. So much stuff is armored you can hit with Immortals. Stalkers are armored. Other Immortals are armored. Disruptors are armored. Yeah, immortals are good to get. Alright, so heads all the way back home. Does Vampyworm. Again, his base is up and running, which is useful. And hey, it's 28 to 27 harvesters. Vampyworm is actually caught up in economy after losing all that stuff. Oracle on the way. We'll have to see how that Oracle can do. Is there anything to stop this from killing a ton of stuff? No cannons. No cannons. No stalkers up here either. Photon overcharge kind of available, but the mothership core is down here on the low ground. This might work out. KiFirE with an observer scouting his own stuff says, hey look, I have stuff. And that Oracle, oh man, if he gets that thing out, it is chrono boosting, and he's getting a robotics facility after that. So he's trying to kill some workers of his own and then move in to the Robotech. It's just a little bit late. I fear for Vampyworm's life here. All right, Oracle, what you got? What you got, Oracle? We're going to zoom out for a more cinematic approach to this Oracle attack. And it's going to go... Come on, Oracle, don't sit there. I know you're trying to get up some more energy, but the longer you wait, I feel like the more time KiFirE will have to be ready for this. All right, here it comes. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3. Immediately taking down 4 probes very, very quickly. 5, going for a 6th. Can he get it? Yes, it's not a full pull here from KiFirE. Losing a bunch of probes here, actually. Another one. Can he get another one? No, there are too many sentries, too many stalkers here. It backs out wisely, but 8 kills. 8 kills, making it 9 to 12 probes lost. 32 to 41 total probes right now. Vampyworm is in the lead. Void Ray on the way. Is Vampyworm going for some weird Robo Stargate tech here? Like Stalker Void Ray, which, I mean, if there are immortals on the ground, they don't do very well against Void Rays, and by very well, I mean not very well at all, because they can't shoot up. Immediately, Robotics Bay pops on up here. We're going to see Disruptors. We're going to see, okay, Gravitic Drive, increasing the warp, or the speed, rather, of the warp prisms. Not the warp speed, just the actual moving speed. Yeah, Disruptors on the way. So you know what? Void Rays are also good against, they're really good against Disruptors, because Disruptors also cannot shoot up. So has Vampyworm figured out a way to be effective in PvP without going Disruptor? Seems like maybe he has. We'll see how this works out. Headed north, we have double Immortal Drop in this Warp Prism. There is a Stalker sitting in this mineral line, but that is it. This does not look good at all. Run! Oh my gosh, run, Stalker. Immediately melts the Stalker. Immortals of Vampyworm's do show up. Void Ray here too. And yeah, get the heck on out. Gonna try to take down that Warp Prism. Whoa, getting some shots off. Can it kill it before it gets out of range? No! No, Gravitic Drive, I think, just kicked in, allowing KiFirE to escape with both of his Immortals. What a play. A couple more probes died, though, at 16 to 10, bringing it to 44 to 42 workers right now. Vampyworm still has that lead. And Vampyworm is still going for the Stargate technology, but I think he was forced to reveal his Void Rays a little bit too quickly. And the other problem with Void Rays is if you blink Stalkers right under them and focus them down, Void Rays die very, very quickly. So he's going to have a way to deal with that from KiFirE, because I think that's exactly what our Red Protoss is going to plan on doing here, now that he knows that Void Rays are in the field. Third Nexus on the way here. Vampyworms is just finishing. He's keeping ahead on that macro count, which is going to be very, very useful for him, representing Team Ascension super well. Another attack coming up here. Disruptor inside this one. Oh boy, Disruptor drop. These can be very, very sad. Here it is, Purification Nova. Bam! Big shot, big shot there. 21 probes have died for Vampyworm in this game thus far. That was probably 4. I'd say 4 there. Void Ray hunting, but no, this thing is so fast. This is a fast Warp Prism. You cannot find me slow 3.15 move speed Void Ray. Oh, but be careful. Don't walk into it. Don't walk into it, KiFirE. Yeah, okay. He sees it and backs out. Very good. Very, very good. Hallucinated Phoenix checking things out. See what's going on. He's going to check this base. Say, hey, there's a base. There's a Void Ray here, too. Getting some shots off on that Void Ray. Not really necessarily super great, but the scout is also very good. KiFirE heading on down. Is he actually... The Hallucinated Phoenix is actually standing and fighting and then getting destroyed. KiFirE continuing with the Disruptor production, getting Archons here too, and Templar, probably for the Archons. Archons can shoot up, which is good against the Void Rays that Vampyworm is continuing to produce. Alright, so I don't think we're going to see any more Immortal production for our friend KiFirE for a while. It looks like it's going to be either Disruptors or you have to be able to shoot up. Archons, Stalkers, Sentries, because we're going to go against some Sky Toss here. Sky Toss versus Ground Toss. Match number 1. Is that a cannon? Yes. Cannon being thrown down in that mineral line because of the threat of oracles. This is... Oh, nope, there's a cannon there too. Smart, smart. No cannons here, but that's usually where the army is, so reaction time for army is pretty quick. No use in throwing down a cannon down there. Vampyworm actually going for a Dark Shrine, too. And Storm on the way for KiFirE. Storm pretty good against Void Rays as well. So here comes another Disruptor attempted drop. There's still a Void Ray hanging up here, and it's directly in that flight path. If KiFirE is not paying too much attention here, it might be a bit of a problem. Stalker trying to stab himself down, decides actually to retreat and just get destroyed. Trying to find a place to drop, There it is, and... oh, back and forth. I think maybe killed a Stalker. Was not picked up in time. The Disruptor gets taken down. KiFirE leaves, having lost a Disruptor. Resources lost tab, 975 minerals, 200 gas lost for KiFirE, 1,700 minerals, and 300 gas lost for Vampyworm. Yeah, most of that difference I think is going to be in probes. That's 21 probes to 10 that have been killed thus far. But again, Vampyworm is up 61 to 59. Scouting on down with a probe. He's actually probe scouting at the 10-minute mark of this game. That's nuts. You don't usually see that at all. Oh, that's the reason why. Probes die very, very quickly. Storm on the way, +2 ground weapons, more Archons, more Stalkers coming up for KiFirE. Vampyworm continuing with the Void Ray production. He's serious about this. Serious business. 7 Void Rays now in the air. Do they have upgrades? No, not at all. But he has some Archons and some Stalkers here too. I don't know if this is going to work. That's a lot of Stalkers with +2 attack. It looks like he's timing it here as KiFirE. Void Rays, 1 going down immediately. Yeah, there are just too many Stalkers, too many Archons here. Run, get the rest of the army down here. There we go. Stalkers and Immortals coming from the right side, flanking on in. The Void Rays trying to burn stuff down. Prismatic alignment, getting rid of that Disruptor here very, very quickly. There are the Storms, though, greatly weakening everything in Vampyworm's army. And KiFirE is forced to retreat here. I don't think he wants to engage. But again, a good concave set up by Vampyworm. Another big Storm, though. But, oh, man, and the feedbacks, too. Trying to get out of those Storms as best as he can as Vampyworm. He's trying to push the advantage. More Stalkers getting warped on in, but the Void Ray count looking very, very good. Prismatic alignment increasing the Void Ray's damage. +6 damage versus armored, which is awesome because so much of this stuff is armored. Look at all this stuff that's armored. Armored Mechanical, Psionic Massive. Okay, so Archons aren't, but everything else is. And Vampyworm backs on out. Getting rid of that forward pylon seems like it would be nice. But, hey, what do I know? I might just let it sit there for a while. And Vampyworm holds. He holds. He's up 64 to 60 Harvesters. It is 4 base. 2 4 base. A small hit squad of Stalkers is heading up left alongside the map here. Checking to make sure this Nexus has not been taken. This base has not been filled by a Nexus. Heading up here with a Warp Prism, trying to find somewhere to attack again. No cannons here at all. What is this? Whoa, he canceled it, whatever it was. Production tab showed something for a second there, but I didn't see it. +3 attack on the way for KiFirE. +2 attack for Vampyworm. He's been a little bit preoccupied. Does take down that forward pylon. And he's going to try to Storm drop up here, I guess. Maybe better back here. Probably better back there. Let's see if he can get there. Going to sneak around the very, very top. Vampyworm is not defending this base at all. Oh, static defense is good, Vampyworm. It is good to have static defense from time to time. Where's that Warp Prism? Just hanging out. Don't mind me, it says. Just admiring the blue crystal here. Top of that temple. I'm sure it's awesome. Probably Xel'Naga in origin. Void Ray count continuing for Vampy. It is 12. 12 Void Rays to 11 Stalkers for KiFirE. Oh, here it is. Storm drop. Oh, no. So many dead probes. 32 dead probes. 32. Vampyworm says, you know what? Go for it. Let's do this thing. Void Rays are heading south. You can come with us if you want ground army. No, but really, you should probably come with us because we're not that good on our own. 181 to 167 total supply. KiFirE is actually up 68 to 64 Harvesters, taking a 5th base here now. Vampyworm, any upgrades on those guys yet? No. +2 attack here yet? No, not yet. He is getting +1 air weapons. He's not going to wait for it, though. No, he is not. So many cannons. Attack somewhere else. Don't attack here. Bad place to attack. It's actually splitting his army, and he's going for it. All right. So attacking on that side, and he's going to go for a flank from this backside here, too. The Void Rays in the air. Prismatic alignment popping on an immediate storm. Amazing storms here, though. But, man, just burning through everything. Archons are dying everywhere. The Void Rays refuse to die. Archon's crushing through all this stuff from both sides of the play here. I don't know who's going to win this thing. It looks like Vampyworm's Void Rays might actually own the day. Not much here can shoot up from KiFirE. There are a couple Stalkers and an Immortal, but that is it. The last Stalker is going to fall, and it does. It's 141 to 78 total supply. This base is under complete assault here. Can Can Vampyworm pull it out? He takes down the Nexus. KiFirE, can he hold on? He might try for another storm drop. But in the meantime, there's an army right at his front door here. Vampyworm with the reinforcements getting warped in by that warp prism. Gateways going down here to Zealots being morphed on in. A second storm drop from KiFirE, melting more and more probes. But I don't know that Vampyworm cares. He's up 152 to 90 total supply, taking down the infrastructure, trying to take down this Stargate before the Phoenix is built. And he does manage to get it. Well done indeed. Pylons depowering everything. So many probes are dying here too. It is 70 to 52 total harvesters. KiFirE, what do you have left? Why have you not left the game? I guess he does have these stalkers. Woo, taking out a void ray. Kablooey. Going after this base here too. Is KiFirE going to try to base race this thing? DTs mixed in. Oh no, DTs. There's not an observer, is there? No, there is not. KiFirE, unfortunately, going to lose all these here stalkers to Dark Templar. And meanwhile, his main base is completely being ravaged. Cybernetics core falls, main nexus. End up going to go down here to reinforcements coming up, just kind of straggling along, trying to join the rest of the army. Actually, Vampyworm has probes rallied up here, and that's it. That's the GG from KiFirE. Vampyworm with the GG of his own. KiFirE has left the game, and Vampyworm is victorious. Yeah, those DTs. Good choice to warp in DTs up there, Vampyworm. I like that. I did. Warping him up there, getting rid of the stalkers. Very, very nice indeed. So here we go. Team Ascension takes the win today. Well played by Vampy. Well played by KiFirE. Storm drops were super fun. Immortal drops, Immortal drops back here. Very, very effective too. As well as the Disruptor drops. But in the big engagements, Void Rays actually did better than you would expect. Vampyworm pulls it off. He ends up losing 10 Void Rays. He still has 6 though. But yeah, I mean, the Immortals were essentially useless against the Void Rays, as were the Disruptors for KiFirE, and he lost all those fairly quickly, I feel like. A bunch of buildings went down too, but that was just most in the last minute of the game or so there. But that's it for me. This has been our weekly PvP brought to you by Falcon Paladin. You can find me at Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. Go ahead and follow me there if you haven't already. Pretty fun place to be. I like to link to updates to the StarCraft 2 universe, as well as esports in general, including Overwatch, which I'm kind of interested in. Visit my store if you haven't. There's a link in the bottom there. We are close. We are close to 10,000 subscribers. We've kind of slowed down a little bit, which is weird. But as soon as we hit that 10,000, I'll announce the winners of the t-shirt giveaway. So if you want to figure out how to win that, go ahead and watch my video titled 10,000 Falcon Paladin t-shirt giveaway. It says vlog on the front and it's green. It's kind of hard to miss. But yeah, watch that for the details, and the winners will be announced as soon as they hit that 10K. So subscribe if you haven't already. You can make this go faster and get your t-shirt if you are lucky. All right, that's it for me. Again, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. And you take care of yourself.